Turn 71. 4 units dead this time, including the act. Really unfortunate. I was hoping he would survive. 2 onagers and a slinger. He's still absolutely spamming units all over my territory. Disgusting. I'd love to kill one of these guys here, but I'm not sure it's worth worrying about too much. Let's maybe try and kill this guy out here. Is actually going to be quite hard to take out, which means that I can't get a good offensive going. But we can maybe kill one of these people. Actually, let's deal with the events first, right? That's what we should be doing. Do I want to spend loads of money and 5 orders? Not really. I mean, yeah, it's gonna hurt next turn for sure. Right, okay. So I guess we take a 2 damage attack here. What can we actually get to? We can't. Right, okay, hang on a minute. Let's undo that. Let's undo all of this. Deal with that event. Right, what I think I'm going to have to do is get the ram in down here. A lot of orders. Move this ram this way. Really want to have to spend that many orders on this, but still, right, we'll get an offensive here at least. We'll get a ram shot and then someone to do 2 damage to that guy. We'll kill one of these people, which doesn't feel like an amazing turn, but something. Wow, militia are just being pains in the bottom. But yeah, I think we're gonna have to just take a 2 damage attack on him. And I suppose take an attack there. Then we can... Anyone else we can launch offensive with usefully, I don't think so. Let's just do it. Let's ram him. Oh wow, we had a crit. It's tempting to re-roll that to make that much more optimal, but still, never mind. Let's not worry about it too much. Okay, so we can kill some good units here, I think. Let's see. Guess we don't care too much about killing. Can we? We do. Probably kill a slinger. We get one more unit up this way. I'm not actually sure we can. Unless we rush someone down here, which feels like a waste of training in orders. Let's get an onager in cat, perhaps. Are we perhaps at the point where we can... Yeah, I think we'll get the onager down here and hope that we might be able to launch another offensive, because I think this sling is going to be quite hard to kill now. Hard to get people around him. Well, not that hard. Another unit to block the coast, really. So let's do that. Let's get a unit here blocking the coast. That will take some dealing with at least. Hopefully that keeps that slinger alive. Right. What else can we do? We could like rush a slinger down perhaps to kill someone. I don't know if that's worth it. What the heck, let's say it is. Gets us another 2 orders and another kill, and yeah, he's definitely starting to run out of units now. He's still weaker than us. Got quite a few militia still on the field, which are a little bit annoying, but not too much fun. Got 1 Medjay archer, 2 spears, yeah, and he's still force upgrading militia, so he's absolutely wrecking his worker economy to deal with this. So that's not too bad. Who is his leader? He's a judge. Okay. Fine. Alright, now the question is who we get up to help. Like the archer I think would be good. We really ought to be moving him forward. And I suppose the warrior. Yeah, sure. Alright, we'll call that good. So we lost 4, including 2 onagers and the axe. But we killed a medjay, 2 spears and a slinger, so that feels still relatively even though we had to burn an offensive for it. We might be able to get another offensive in the next round. We can definitely rack up some good training killing militia. So we'd only need 3 kills, I think, to earn enough training for an offensive, which seems like if he doesn't retreat, it seems like it should be quite doable. So that's fine. Treasury done here. Wow, we're actually speeding through these projects here. Is it time to start doing a council, maybe? That would earn us a little bit more training. And I don't know what else we would build here, really, of any use. I haven't got any ambitions. Maybe we are just... It does get us quite a lot of gold. Is that worthwhile? Yeah, let's just do a council. Alright, let's call that a turn. Turn 72, we've got a plague. Also, we've got 3 horsemen. No one has been attacked. Amazing, he has actually backed off. Okay, that's great news. Have a look, see what we can see. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, some militia have stayed here. But otherwise, we're looking pretty grand. So I wonder what the best way to deal with that is. Probably ought to press our advantage. We might as well kill the onagers who are here. The onagers? The militia who are here. This is a battering ram with a crit. Yeah, wow, look at that. Guess we might as well attack. Yeah, it would be crazy not to kill these people, right? Just need to work out the best way to do it. Alright, well, we're definitely going to use this crit, right? Yeah. Alright, well, let's bombard these people. Let's sure get him up here. This guy up here. The slinger can happily kill this guy. I suppose we heal. Probably move this onager up. I'm not quite sure to where. But yeah, probably just move up. Alright, well, we killed 3 militia there. That's quite nice. Yeah. Move everyone else up. Archer forwards. Archer forwards. What else have we got? We've got an onager here who needs to come forwards. Onager here who needs to come forwards. Oh, we've got the 3 horse here. He definitely ought to be coming forwards. And then I guess we need to just look what else we need to do. Do we need to... He's healed. He's fine. I suppose we'll just stay where we are then otherwise. Yes, this guy I suppose can come here and unlimber just in case he wants to come and attack. Let's get this guy in and healed. And then yeah, keep moving people forwards. I don't think we need to worry about anything else. Oh, I guess getting either a lumber mill or a new quarry online would be nice. Probably quarry is actually more important than the lumber mill. Let's get this guy into territory. Well, actually, I'd say get him into territory to idle heal, but of course the plague is going to be start affecting him if he's in city territory, so maybe we won't put him into city territory for the moment. Do we want 20 Assyrian pagan opinion for 80 years? That sounds pretty good. And my son becomes loyal. Or we can get loads of civics. Really into civics. Let's take the opinion, that's pretty good. Additional aid to the cities. We don't want our king to become a lot deceitful. That would be awful. So let's sell a wee bit of food. Deal with that. Probably should have looked at this before we spent all our orders, eh? Patriarch is head of Assyrian pagans, so I probably do want to endear him to me. Ugh. Yeah. That's a warrior in Nineveh. Right, okay. Fine, I suppose we can do that and deal with one rebel. It's a wee bit expensive, but it's not so bad. That is quite a nice bit of opinion. While I'm alive, yeah, it's pretty good. Wow. Reformed monastic tradition plus 50% output and 10% civic output. That seems amazing. I don't think I've ever seen this event before. So this is in Nineveh, which is my cleric city and has a monastery. So it's currently getting me 8 culture, 4 science and 2... 8 culture and 4 science. And it's now 10 culture and 5 science. Yeah, I mean it's only boosting the base because it was already getting a boost from being clerics, but still, not bad, not bad. Oh, we get Banner of Loyalty. Was leader, general opinion plus 20. Nice. And either training or civics. Probably training, I guess. Alright, so we do have a rebel now, which I suppose we ought to bring this guy back to deal with. Yeah, it's fine. We'll kill him next turn. That's not so bad. And another onager needs to start coming forwards. Could do... Are we even going to worry about these guys? Today. No, let's move on. Oh, we could get another lumber mill go. No, I think we need to press the advantage. We need to get another onager coming forwards. Kush is still on 5 laws. He's now much weaker. Great. Okay, yeah. So we really ought to be pushing our advantage, but at least we've got more units coming from the back lines. We've got another battering ram. Battering ram coming out next year. Perfect. And I suppose axemen would be quite nice to deal with these spears. We probably ought to be pushing towards 7 lords as well. We're on 6 lords. Where can we get one more law? Have to be doctrine or citizenship. Citizenship would be quite good, I suppose. And we can go to phalanx and get it there. Yeah, there's not that many spearmen. Alright, let's get phalanx, and then if he does get some chariots, at least we'll be able to deal with that. Mine are completed here. We've still got an onager sitting here not doing anything, which is a shame. But I suppose we might as well just build another one. A little bit more money. Starting to run out of money here, but it's okay, I think. And yeah, do we want to rush anything out? I could rush another onager out of Nimrod. How long a battering ram's taking to build? 5 years. That's probably fine, I think. So I could rush another onager out, but I'm not sure it's worth it. Save our civics for things we actually need. Alright, let's call that turn. Turn 73. Lots of people have been infected with the plague. General's too old. Ambassador. We would probably like some religion opinion, I imagine. Yes, I think we would. It's nice for everyone. Right, what have we seen? Yeah, a slinger needs to die. That's fine. Let's kill him. Gives us actually some more orders, which is always good. Yeah, lots of people are getting plagued, which is not great. I suppose. Yeah, all these onagers are getting plagued, which really sucks, actually. It's quite unfortunate for me. Do I push people up? Like I guess. Leave them in the slightly more vulnerable scrub but out of city territory so they don't get plagued is maybe good. Yeah, sure, let's see what happens. I think these guys who are already unlimbered will just heal. As can the battering ram. And then, yeah, we've got the hero down here. Let's get the arch forwards. And Onager, yeah, might as well unlimber him on the hill there, I suppose. Another Onager forwards, can't heal him if I leave him there, which isn't ideal, so maybe we'll undo that. Let's see. Leave this Onager out of territory so he can't get plagued. The horse definitely needs to come forwards and ideally get healed as well. Suppose I'll just do that. No, just move them forwards. Less worried about the horse staying healthy. Yes. Do I want to move the Onager or do I want to heal him? That's the question. Let's get this Onager forwards. We've got another ram. We definitely want him forwards as much as possible. And what else? We've got an Onager here. Oh yeah, and an Onager here. I think just moving people forwards and healing is probably the best thing we could be doing right now. Do we give the this guy a promotion maybe? Hector? I don't know. Not sure about that. Do I want to try and protect my hero general? I suppose I do, but what's the best way to go about that? We just leave that as is for the moment, probably. You can probably kill an Onager there fairly easily, but it'd take a lot of punishment if you tried. Can we put a general on this horse? Yes, but no one. Well, I guess no. I don't want to particularly care about that. Alright, what else can we do? I suppose we just heal this Onager then. And start moving that one forwards. No, this one. Let's get this one down somewhere where it might be useful someday. And perhaps start getting a couple of Onagers from this bit down next turn. Which means he probably ought to have healed. He's going to lose another couple of HP next year. We'll do that next year. Alright, Apprentice Monk out of this city here. We need to save our money a little bit because we need to buy wood for another ram, definitely. So let's sell some food to get that. That's a 4-turn battering ram. That's brilliant. We could actually just chop some wood probably. No, we can't because we don't have any orders. So can we afford another Onager? Do we want another Onager? Let's say that we do. I don't think it makes sense to build an Onager here actually. We get treasury, I suppose. A bit more money. Not really anything else I desperately want to build. Or even just a warrior to spam some basic units forwards, I suppose, is okay. Be better out of waiting for next time building a phalanx. Actually, I don't have the wood for a phalanx, right? Yeah, no, alright. Changed my mind many times, but sure, warrior's fine, I think. As is a warrior here. We don't have the orders to use all these people. But yeah, fine. Turn it back. Turn 74, we've got phalanx. A load of people died, presumably of the plague, including our ambassador, which isn't ideal. Wow, Sargon is furious. That's really unfortunate. This guy really does not like me at all. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. That's our champions family, so that's most of our units now are just a lot worse than they were. That sucks. Okay. And I guess I can take an attack on the city, so I might as well. And we won't care about killing this unit. Do I get orders for killing a worker? What's the Assyria effect? Military unit killed. You know, I didn't think I did it. But I couldn't quite remember for sure. Right, okay. Let's heal up our horse. And yeah, all these people coming out plagued is awful. Don't know why the worker is here, to be honest with you. Don't think he was there last turn. I'm slightly confused. I guess he's chopping. Right. We could. It gives him the plague. I don't really want to do that either. Right, we should deal with the events first. But we really desperately need to get 309 opinion. Come on, man. That's ridiculous. And that is with the Jewish family getting a 158 boost from being Jewish. Absolutely ridiculous. Okay, yeah. That's not great. Ambition to discover text plus some civics. No, I'd rather just have the legitimacy, I think. Actually, hang on. We probably can do that, but no, I would rather just have the legitimacy, I think. Governor's died, ambassadors died. Right, okay. Right, so one thing we can do is get another Sargonid ambassador in at least. I mean, this person is infected, which isn't ideal, but helps a little bit. Doesn't help anywhere nearly enough. I really like to kill this guy, but I guess we'll settle for influencing him. We can make him the chosen heir. That's an interesting thought. Would really annoy a lot of people, but it would help us out in the short term quite a lot. We did that. If we make him the chosen heir, yeah, suddenly they're down to minus 97. I mean, everyone in the succession is pissed, but I think that's probably fine. I think that's probably better. At least in the short term, anyway. Yeah, long term, I don't know what that really means. Okay. So what am I doing? Yeah, if I'm attacking melee, I'm going to get plagued, which sucks. I guess I can attack with the hero here. Which feels not unreasonable. We still got plagued, even though it wasn't melee. No, I don't want to do that. Need to stand further away. Which means I'm not actually entirely sure if I want the hero to attack either. Do I want anyone to attack? Feels like a bit of a waste of time. The slinger can't even get close enough. We can do 4 there, I suppose. I suppose that's actually fine, right? We do that. And then we can kill from here. Yeah, that's fine. Don't hate that. Alright, and let's push the onagers forward a bit, I suppose. And then limber, might as well. Not seeing any melee units on show here at all, so we might as well get them all pushed out. Sure. Might be a trap if he's got a routing unit ready to cause me problems. I guess I'm willing to take that risk. Oh, this guy, this onager here is not even plagued at all. We could push him forwards. Let's just do it. Let's just push. It's quite risky now. We could easily die. But he'd have to get closer to me to do it. So I think I'm fine with that. Oh, the ram. I've got another ram I want to push forward. Yeah, absolutely. Let's do that. He has managed to avoid getting plagued, which is excellent. Alright, I guess we'll see what that looks like. Yeah. staved off opinion slightly, but yeah, it's not looking great. Now, husbandry, I guess this is on the way to my 7th floor. We could just get ballistics and get some ballistas, which is probably better than screwing around with laws at the moment, I think, actually. I think just getting some ballistas would be really helpful for destroying his infantry line. Treasury here. Probably just running council at this point. I don't think there's anything else more useful you can contribute. We could get another onager out. Probably okay. Yeah. Alright, let's call that and see what happens there. And 75, and we have a surrender. Alcaras has conceded the game. Conquest victory. We'll do a quick review video, and hopefully we'll have a catch up at Alcaraz at some point to get his perspective on things. But yeah, let's have a look at some stats. Let's have a look at the game first, shall we? Let's toggle the fog on. As I recall, yes, we expanded very quickly. So 2 cities about the same time. Then 3 met Alcaraz on turn 12. 5 military units, and yeah, we just went absolutely crazy with expansion, whereas Alcaraz stayed on 3 cities. I guess that's 4 cities for quite a long time. Got a couple here, but we'd already started warring. Yeah, we started warring on turn 28, so that was pretty quick. And yeah, didn't really go anywhere. We kind of had a cold peace for quite a while, for 30 turns or so. Alcaraz expand a little bit further up here. But neither of us really expanded hugely after that. I grabbed a couple more cities here. And then yeah, we started fighting again. Alcaraz got another city, number 2 cities there, and I got another city here. But yeah, I can't remember exactly when we started fighting, but we'll see the grass. But I think it was probably about turn 60, 65. Let's have a quick look. Let's see when the military score started going down. Military score, yeah, so... Oh, that says 70 then was the second attack. So it was only 5 years, actually. It's not even that long a time. But yeah, we just had so much more military power. It's huge. Look at the stats. Alcaraz was a lot richer. We had pretty much a beat on everything else though. Specialists, workers, military units produced. What did he produce? Oh, only 3 medjays, 12 slingers, 10 warriors. Yeah, 18 onagers. A lot of onagers. Probably a lot more than we needed. We killed lots, but yeah, Bingley tribals lost about the same amount, which is probably a more interesting stat when you're looking at player versus player combat. Slightly ahead on tech, not a very long way. And yeah, wow, Alcaraz had way more improvements than we did. That was interesting to compare that. All the shrines, I guess, yeah, spamming all the shrines everywhere, that's certainly helped. And yeah, resource production, that's the plague of course, but yeah, that's just a function of having more cities. Way up on civics is to be expected. Whoa, that terrain protection is insane though. Look at that difference. That was what was the story of this game, I think. Science, we were a little bit ahead on Kush, not wildly. Kush beat us out in the start, probably through acolytes. Yeah, we were quite poor, and then Alcaraz was quite poor, and we actually got quite rich near the end. Orders wise, whoa, we had so many more orders than I did. That's insane. Yeah, we did alright for food. Hardly had any iron at all compared to Alcaraz. Hardly any stone either. Yeah, economy was absolutely dire compared to Alcaraz's. He beat us on everything. Crazy. But yeah, no score was the thing that mattered in the end. Alright, I will sign off this
one for the moment, and we'll yeah, catch up with Alcaras at some point for a recap video. But for now, bye for now.